What's up, everyone? Sean here from Blue Ridge Silverhound, and today we are going to go ahead and unveil a couple. Well, it was there. We are going to go ahead and crack open the two 2013 Lincoln Shield Scent rolls. All right, so generally with these, okay, back when they first came out, and even today, they have been largely ridiculed as coins that we just want to just keep sealed up and send it back to the bank. As avid coin roll hunters over the years have come to find out, there are a certain amount of dates and even mint marks. I'm happy to say that not only the Philadelphia minted shield scents, but also there are a few of the Denver type that actually hold some pretty interesting and pretty nice, if not valuable, types of double dies or varieties for that case. So we have a 2013 P roll here, okay, which was supplied by a good friend of the channel, BR. We're just going to go ahead and refer to him as that to keep his identity secretive. But he supplied me with two rolls of 2013 P. We're going to go ahead and open up each of them in the hopes that we're going to come across one of the many double dies for this date. I think in all there's probably like 7 or 8. I went and double checked on Chuck's website, coppercoins.com. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not on that site as you're going through your coins, you are totally leaving a lot on the table. Okay, money-wise or collection-wise. It's one of the best websites for variety hunting in Lincoln scents that you could find. And Chuck has done an absolutely phenomenal job with the maintenance and just keeping everything up to date to this point. So what I'm going to do is crack open both of these rolls. But just to give you an idea of what is available out there, take a look at a few images I have. Now, this is the 2013 P. And I'm going to go out and say that 2013 probably has the least dramatic doubled dies out of the, I guess, the 10-year run of the Shield Scent series. So 2013, we're going to see some doubling on like Liberty. There's going to be some notching, some thickening of the devices, primarily the letters in Liberty, things like that. In addition, we're also going to see a little bit of kind of like enlargedness, I guess, thickening of the numbers and the date, along with some notching in there as well. But please do take a look at a couple of these other infamous doubled dies, starting with this 2014. As you can see, this thing is a monster. All right, and this is one of the main ones that people look for. All right, and then finally, probably one of the most elusive doubled dies is going to be this 2018. Yes, the coin is 2 years removed. Brand new BU rolls can still be had at the bank of 2018s. They're getting a little tougher to find. But these are all Philadelphia struck coins. Now, I had said that Denver produces a few pretty nice, interesting doubled dies. Well, they do. As a matter of fact, I went through a whole cache full of 2018 Ds in which the very first doubled die exists on that coin. It's going to be the doubled earlobe coin. I found about 100 of them, ended up selling each one of those for between $15 to $20. Probably not even a year ago. I think it was sometime last summer or thereabouts that I had opened up some new old stock that I had on hand. But as you can see, there's a bunch of different ways that you could make money off of these rolls, let alone just selling the rolls as is. You could sell these for about $2 a piece. All right. It wouldn't make quite a lot of sense to sell it at $2 a piece. You would probably sell it by a full box of $25 face, or you could just pair out the rolls and sell the coins as individual P&D lots like a lot of other folks do, and send it off first class in a number 10 envelope. Okay, you could also do that as well. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Sorry to keep it all long-winded. Geez, I'm ill-prepared to open these rolls, guys. But rest assured, we will get there. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to go through the first few coins. because if you're looking at it without the aid of a magnifier, it could get a little bit redundant. Am I wrong? And I'll go ahead and snap in the magnifier, you know, and then see what we could find up close for a lot of these coins. But generally, you're going to find quite a few of these brand new rolls. Okay, now there's going to be rolls from like maybe 2010 all the way up to about 2013, 14, somewhere around there, where they're getting a little bit tougher to find. And even if you can find them, you're going to be paying through the nose for these rolls. But just imagine the possibilities, okay? You know, if coins can sell for between $3 and $5 on the miner side, then, you know, you're going to be in really, really good shape. Now, to point out a few of the issues that plague this particular series, I'm going to go ahead and grab a pointer here. And it's been this way since 2010 all the way up till now. Now, if I flash a light a certain way, you see a bunch of these little black specks and dots here. All right, these are byproducts of the U.S. Mint's rinse that they do on these coins. And it just leaves all of these tiny little rinse spots all over the place. I wouldn't say they're quite carbon in nature, but yeah, you can't remove them. You can't clean them. You can't do anything. So the one thing that plagues this series are, you know, the rinses that the U.S. Mint uses either on the planchets or on the coin, and they just won't go away. So finding high grade coins like that Mint State 68 or 69 that we all love to look for is a challenge. In every conceivable date from 2010 all the way up to the current 2020s. All right, so here's another example here. As you can see, I have zoomed in on the coin. However, you're not going to be able to identify any sort of doubling on these coins without the aid of a magnifier. Generally, 10 times power is more than adequate to be able to look at the devices, take a look at the pickup points, things of that nature, so that way you can identify the coins that you do have. And yeah, they also come in handy for other reasons too, especially when it comes to trying to make the sale sooner or later down the road. But as you can see, every single coin is plagued with these little black spots. And yeah, it's inescapable. Every single coin will have it. Okay, it's finding that one lone unicorn example that is not only free of all of these little rinse spots, but also free from all of the little scratches and nicks. Okay, finding one that has none of any of those ailments on these coins, and yeah, it's almost like trying to win Powerball. It's near impossible. I've done it many times and have failed miserably. All right, so double die reverses are few and far between on these coins. However, you could find some that have like doubled lines to where the shield lines are, and then right here, since these are modern generation single squeeze press coins, you're going to have a lot of the doubling toward the middle of the coin, all right, and lesser of an extent to the outside. Okay, so here's a few more examples. This is probably one of the more cleaner examples I've come across. There's one spot there, a couple tiny little tick marks here and there, and so on. So that's a nice coin. Nice high-grade specimen there. Higher grade, although this right here kind of kills it. Right there. See that white spot? And if you turn the coin a certain way, the black spots turn into white spots. Go figure. How does that happen? Yeah. But yeah, that's all. This is all rinse spots right here, in case you guys are wondering. But now you see why it's so difficult to find coins. Like this was the end roll coin right here. It's got a little bit of roll damage. But by far and away, yeah, people love looking through these shield sets, but you know, a vast majority of other collectors choose to kind of turn their back on these because of how, I guess, mundane they can be. But anyways, how about we go ahead and take a look at a few coins under the microscope. All right, so after going through the two rolls of Lincoln Cents, and by the way, if you're wondering why it's so fuzzy, it's because I have my super high-powered phone scope magnifier clipped onto my device. After going through both rolls, I could definitively say, unfortunately, we did not find any one of these 7 or 8 double die variants for 2013, but that's okay. Usually when you go through a roll, you're going to find anywhere from about 1 to 3 different, 1 to 3 coins that are going to be from different dies. Okay, as you guys know, U.S. Mint will crank out these coins, but the dies can only run for so long. Okay, they could produce 250,000 coins at a time, or more, or less, or whatever. I'm just kind of using a generalized number, not really fact or whatever when it comes to making these Lincoln Cents before they need to be replaced. So let's say one set of dies produces a doubled die. Okay, there is only going to be X amount of them out there. But someone had mentioned, what exactly does a pickup point look like when you're looking at these coins? That's a great question. So here's one example right here, 2013. This one is normal. Nothing fancy with this one. As you can see, everything looks okay and normal. We flip it around. One of the things that people pay attention to are going to be things like this little die chip on the top edge of the shield, which in certain cases on some coins can be construed as a pickup point. Another thing could be a certain little die scratch or a gouge in between a letter or something right around there, and that could also be used as a pickup point for a certain doubled die. So that's what a pickup point is when it comes to searching these coins. Now, one thing you'll notice on here, I don't know if I could, whoops, extreme close-up of a pointer. You'll see on the 3, you'll see kind of like a halo effect of the 3 there. That is deterioration doubling. Or it could either be that, or it could be just the copper plating kind of pulling away a little bit, producing that extra 3 halo effect. That is not a doubled die. I just wanted to make that absolutely clear. That seems to get lost in translation sometimes when we're looking at these coins. So here's a few other examples as well of what I would consider to be like fringy pickup point areas. Here's a really a little bit stronger die chip on that top leading edge of the shield. All right, so we even have like an earlier die state of what could be a much bigger, large formed die chip, as you can see. So that's what it looks like before the piece of die actually falls off altogether. And this one right here does not, because I found a few with a die crack right in the front of Lincoln's skull area on the forehead. This one does not have it. So let's see, does this one have it? Because I put one aside just to kind of show you. No, not that one either. Sorry for the shaky camera work. This one doesn't either. But I believe this one also has another, yeah, this one has a more extreme. As you can see, that die chip has turned into cracks and it's gone into the shield. So we got a pair of die cracks that have migrated into the shield area. So this is a much stronger, later die state version of those coins. So that's kind of what it's all about. Now, let's talk a little bit about value, because that's going to be the big kind of like player in this whole thing. The reason why that a lot of people elect to go through these Philadelphia minted rolls, or even the Denvers, is obviously to make a few bucks at it, all right? So as you guys know, the 2018 Ds that I had sold a while ago, I was able to pull in $15 to $20. But I tell you what, I might have made a mistake, because I cannot find any more of these anywhere. And I go through Lincoln Cent rolls on a pretty regular basis. So I might have sold them for too cheap, in spite of the fact that I've introduced 100 or so into the market. But there, that 2018 that you had seen at the beginning of the video, that's a rare one. Okay, that's a coin that comes up infrequently. As a matter of fact, the image that I pulled right off of eBay for you guys to take a look at is the coin that is on eBay, and that individual is asking for $8.99 or best offer. Not $8.99, $900 or best offer. I could see a coin like that being worth about $250, if no more, enter the marketplace anytime soon. That is a price point that I feel comfortable in, kind of like, being able to say for sure that that's how much they're worth. We haven't seen a whole lot of these coins eclipse like the $400 or $500 mark, only because of how new they are, and there's always a possibility that more of these can show up out there in the wild. The 2010 double die offers, the really nice dramatic one, and again, coppercoins.com if you need some like reference work or reference photos for any of these double dies. The 2010 is going to be one of the toughest ones to find, especially in mid-state, because a lot of those are just being circulated right now, and it's a coin that's 10 years old already. That coin right there is probably worth a few $100s in itself, along with the 2018, which up to this point has been kind of an elusive variety, and a lot of Lincoln Cent enthusiasts are looking for reasonably priced examples of that coin. To kind of give you a little bit of food for thought, and to hopefully make it an incentive for you guys to search through, especially for those of you that are on the East Coast, anywhere east of the Mississippi, you're going to find a lot more of these Philadelphia minted coins. So the next time that you come across rolls of shield cents like this, don't turn them away. You might be holding on to hundreds of dollars in your hand or in that little box. You just don't know it yet. I turned a profit of about $600 when I sold all of the 2018. A little thought. Thank you guys for joining. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for instant notifications. I am your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. As always, we are discovering together. Coinaholics. Guys, take care. Have a great day. Peace. Love you guys.